You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find I am Linda D. Freeman, the eldest child of Mr. and Mrs. Sidney E. Freeman. The Freeman Trio started by, we would visit our Aunt Edna Hodge, which is my father's sister. And on Sundays after church, we would go and visit her and have meals with her family. And one Sunday, our Aunt Edna just asked us to sing a song for her. And she did not realize what kind of talent we had. So it was Lorna, my brother Lester Freeman, and myself.
Pot spoons and things of that nature? Absolutely. In essence, those were the microphones. Those were you kind of getting yourself in position, almost like sampling what it would be like when you actually get on stage.
All the pot spoons that Mom had in the house for cooking, cooking her pea soup and all those big pot spoons. Yes, we held the cooking utensils as mics. So we would practice around the kitchen, around the living room, anywhere around the house became a practice zone for us.
And of course, me being the youngest was more of the witness to be there in support of, but more so in appreciation of what they were doing.
And then after the Freeman Trio, my brother Lester, after, a young man, after he started to grow up a little bit, he decided, well, I had enough of this group and it's time for me to do my own thing. And so he actually dropped out of the Freeman Trio and it became the Freeman Sisters. So Lorna did soprano, I did the alto, and we harmonized again, and that's how we became the Freeman Sisters. Miss Jones James was a spectacular choir director for us as the original chorales of Ivani Dorican High School. So for me personally, when I left Dorican, I left Lorna in Mrs. Jones James' care. And Mrs. James is responsible for Lorna's talent blossoming.
I met Lorna in 1983 when she came for the audition. And I was amazed at her voice because her voice had such a great range, over 4 octaves, and such wonderful quality. I've taught in many places. Before I came to St. Thomas, I taught in New Jersey, in California, in New York, and I'd never heard a voice as powerful, especially for a teenager, because she was only about 15 at the time. Such a powerful, beautiful quality voice. I actually met her through her sister, Linda Freeman, because her sister was in my choir, and she had come to audition for the choir. And when Linda sang so well, I said, oh, I just love your voice. And that's when Linda, her sister, said to me, well, my sister sings also. And I said, well, why don't you bring her to me so I can hear her voice?
So I would say that first accomplishment for Lorna would be singing in the Cultural Mix album that Miss Jones and Jones James did with the original chorales at that time. And Lorna was the lead vocalist. And I think that was her first major accomplishment, besides being a part of our family singing groups growing up. That cultural mix with her coming out and sharing her solo talent more to the community. I think that was definitely, I would call that one of her first accomplishments beyond singing with the family.
In 1986, we were looking for fundraising events, and we had the usual cake sales and lunch sales, all kinds of sales. But we needed quite a bit of fundraising because we wanted to buy a new piano for the music room, because the school had never had a baby grand piano. And so I thought about doing a recording and selling the recording and making, thousands of money so we could buy a baby grand piano. And so in 1986, in the year that Lorna was a senior, killed 2 birds with 1 stone, because I wanted to record her voice before she graduated as well. So that worked out very well, because that was her very first recording in 1986. And in fact, she became quite a household name at Channel 10, because we were invited to do a station ID at Channel 10 in 1986. I think it was like February 1986, even before we did the recording. And that station ID played so often, like 8, 9, 10 times a day on the TV, and she was the lead singer in the ID called We've Got the Touch. So that really put her voice and her face out to the community in 1986. And then when we did the recording, we I think it came out, in that May or June of 86. And we sold over $6,000 worth of records and was able to buy the baby grand piano for the school, which is still at the school being used.
Yes, Lorna has had the opportunity to perform with quite a few persons here, both locals and celebrities here. And please bear with me because I know I will miss many, but I will give you a few. Like I said, the community knows her with the Starlights Band. They know her with Spectrum Band. And she has been blessed to be a guest performer for the Charlotte Killerman Gala with celebrities such as Melba Moore, Ashford and Simpson, where she actually had the opportunity to open for them, but also had the opportunity to sing a song with them.
Lorna is so community oriented to the point where she does so much different things besides the professional side of doing vocal coaching. She also donates a lot of her time and talent.
Well, we have nicknames for her in the family. Her nickname in the family is Lornie. We call her Lornie, and that is short for Lorna. She has another nickname in the family, which is Lo, and that came from one of my father's sister who gave her that nickname, Lo, so we call her Lolo or Lo. But for my father, Lorna and my father has their own nickname, PBYT.
PYT is an acronym for Pretty Young Thing. And we all grew up with Michael Jackson, so it goes without saying that we can relate to that song. However, Lorna went one step further with that song because she has always been such a busy soul, a busybody, because of the extensive list of commitments that she always tends to have on her day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month itinerary. So with that, she inserted the letter B into PYT. So it was commonly referred to as PBYT, Pretty Busy Young Thing. Kind of like that.
Well, for most people, they don't realize that it's two different individuals. The Fox, Foxy, and Lorna are different people. The Fox that most people see and know of is the performer side. That's the outgoing, high energy, all of that excitement, that's the Fox. Lorna is the total opposite. She is quiet, extremely shy, and once you get to know her and understand that's her personality, it gives you a greater appreciation when you see her on stage performing.
I thought she was a very wonderful and very sweet person. She seemed to be quite shy at the time. She was quite shy, but I encouraged her a lot because I saw the potential and her beautiful talent that she had, so I encouraged her a great deal. And she became the lead singer. Her and her sister became the lead singer in my choir and also the concert choir at Ivania Joykin High School.
When you see Lorna, Lorna is always smiling. If Lorna is not smiling, Lorna, what's wrong? But that's rare. She loves to laugh. That I learned while working at the Federal Grants Office. Very happy team. Hard working, but we always made sure we got the job done while having fun.
Lorna is a true artist. She believes in her craft. She puts her all into whatever it is she does. When you call upon her, she is quick to respond. She's always willing to help. And I think that is something, a true attribute of hers that can take her a long way as we continue to push for her to do bigger and better things. She's done a whole lot.
One of the things that has always made me feel good is that she's always made me feel like family. Matter of fact, that's how Lorna makes everybody feel. She's always got a smile. She's always got, she's always bubbly. She's always got something really nice to say.
My favorite genre that she sings is that laid-back R&B kind of vibes.
Just part her. I don't know what she's singing. Okay. This my little song I like. Why, I feel that?
I mean, lately, Rise Up has been because Lorna puts, you can see when she sings it, she puts her all into it.
I would say to her to keep up what she's doing. She has spread her love and her musical talent throughout this community as well as nationally. And I think the way she does it, everyone just loves her, and I just would like to encourage her to keep up the good work. And that's wonderful, and I'm very, very, very proud of her.
Lorna, I would always support you from the bottom of my heart, my family, my children, Kwanzaa, Khalid, and Khadijah, daughter-in-law, Tishma, my grandchildren, my mom, all of us. We truly love you, and I would love to see you fulfill your ultimate dream, whatever they may be. You know, you have my full support. As you have always said to me, thank you, Vernell, for being there for me. I'd like to thank you for being there for me, for my family, for all of us, and for this community, blessing us with your beautiful voice from the bottom of our hearts. We thank you. From our sorority, we thank you, all the people in the Virgin Islands. You are truly a gift from God, and your voice is one that we would forever love and cherish. Better things for you, my Sora. Love you.
I would like to congratulate you on this wonderful achievement. We are so proud of you. All Soras of the St. Thomas Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, we are absolutely happy for you. From me personally, as my friend, former co-worker, and Sora, I wish you the absolute best.
You know what, Lorna, I've been asked the question, what would I like to say to you, okay? And, I have to really sit here and think about that because there are so many things that I want to say, and there's so many things that I really don't need to say because the relationship that we have, it's just natural. It's so in the moment. It's so in the present moment. I guess Deepak Chopra put it very appropriately. Deepak said the past is history, the future is a mystery, the moment is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Well, Lorna, every time I see you, I get that gift. I'm in the moment. I'm in the present. And you know what? That is the key to extraordinary things. So again, what I really, really like to say to you, and I can't say it enough, is I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you.
Lorna, continue doing what makes you happy, and that is anything to do with singing and music. And keep sharing that gift that the Creator gave to you, sharing it with the world.
Thank you for your service to the people. Thank you for going to college and coming back home. Thank you for not forgetting where you were from. Thank you for being so humble. Thank you for answering every call that you have been that's been made to you requesting your services. Thank you for your contributions to the pageant wall. And most people don't know Lorna likes to draw, and when she draws things, she paints them with like nail polish and stuff. I think in her second life she might be a designer or something. But thank you for your creativity, your service to the people of the Virgin Islands, and it's high time that you are honored in the most flamboyant, outlandish, over the top way, because you are more than deserving of what
is being here to you, presented to you tonight. I don't think there's any words, no amount of words, flowers, accolades, plaques can amount to the giant of a woman that she is.
Wow. Well, Lorna, first and foremost, I love you. You know this. I love you dearly. You have been a blessing to me. You've been a blessing to our parents. You've been a blessing to my sister. And you've been a blessing to my brother. You've been a blessing to so many people, locally, nationally, internationally. For that, I congratulate you, sis. I thank you for your commitment to service, to the commitment and dedication to your craft, to your commitment to excellence. I celebrate what you have been able to achieve, and I also encourage you to keep going. Always understand that you have a purpose, value, and that your talent is something that is a gift to be nurtured, used, celebrated, honored, and respected. And I know you have, and you've done it well. And the journey continues. So in whatever you do, know that you are loved, know that you are respected, know that you are appreciated. And as this video comes to a close, I just want to say cheers to you. And my love is eternal, and my respect and appreciation is unwavering. And my support for you is always here. And if there's anything that I can continue to do to support you as you go forward, you know where you can come to. So congratulations again. This is just a pleasure to be able to speak this way about you and to you. And I also want to give a very significant thanks to the organizers of this event for taking the opportunity to pay homage to you, Lorna. And for everyone else who is in support of this, we thank you. Lorna, keep it going. You're the best. Congratulations.
Well, let me say this. Lorna and the community may not know, but what Lorna knows is that her biggest fans in this community are the members of her immediate family. She has fans galore in St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix, the BVI, and I'll even go as far as stateside. But her biggest fans in this community are the members of her immediate family. Her father, Sidney E. Freeman, her mom, Gretel Freeman, her brother Lester E. Freeman, who lives in Washington, D.C. with his wife, Tessa Freeman, her younger brother, Linroy Freeman, and myself, her big sister, Linda D. Freeman. We are the ones who have watched Lorna blossom from a little girl, and I have that personal front seat because I grew up singing with her. So I have watched her talent blossom. As a family, we have supported her from day one to present. And I even make certain jokes with certain people in the community today that we, her family, are actually sharing her with the community now, because sometimes we are not always able to attend all of her performances because she has so many. But we have been supporting Lorna from childhood